right now. Need crew love right now, cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could...
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Handoff to Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carter on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Carter, going to throw again. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 1, 9.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Carter to throw on 2nd down. Jones, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Going for the deep ball, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Carter. He completes it to Bryant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Carter now throwing on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bird. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw is Carter. Throwing on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Incomplete. Cooper again the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Right there. Here we go, 46, 46. Shake it out, here we go, 46. Here you go. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Go, 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 get out there, get out there.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Switch and A. Switch and A. Gun. 26.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Here we go, 46. Here you go. Gun. Here we go, get that. Let's go, get out. Gun. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Gun.
Go, go, go.
Go, get out there. Gun. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch, hey. Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Carter operating from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Carter looking to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Go, get out there. Here we go, 46. Switch, hey. 26.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go, get out.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott down. On the left side, Gallup's got it. 23 yards on the play. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
46.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Let's go 47. 26.
Here's Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
New York set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Carter on 1st down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Frank Clark in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. To throw on 2nd down, Carter. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Flex round!
Carter now from the gun. He'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Frank Clark. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Gun. Here we go, 46.
1st down, Prescott. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Woo. Here we go, 46. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Switch is A. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, 46. Switch is A. 46.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Here you go.
second down. Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Switch it, hey. Done. Check 27.
Prescott on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott now on second down, and that is incomplete here. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
They'll throw again. Prescott flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept their minute by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Back to throw. Carter. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Back to throw is Carter. Off the play fake. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Carter operating from the gun. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go, 46. Hey. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there.
Let's get off the field.
26.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Hey, switch. Gun, gun, gun. Gun. 26.
Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go, 46.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Switch, switch and 8. Switch and 8.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back now in Arlington.
Awesome. Here we go, 46. 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Gun. Here we go, 47.
Slam.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Now Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And a good quarterback Facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
46. Gun. Here we go. Get tight. Let's go. Get out. Get out.
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Gun. 26.
Now Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually...
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Frank Clark in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Carter, off play action, looking deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 59 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. In for the score. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 26.
The first down carry by Elliott. Sheds off the tackle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
46. Right there, over there. Over there. Right there. 26.
They'll give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down. Switch. Switch is 8. Here you go. 26.
The give is to Elliott. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Switch. Switch is 8. 26.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he's got more time, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here you go. Got it. 26.
Here's Elliott. Finding room to the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Here we go. 180. Here we go, 47. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
26.
Throwing here, Prescott. Steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
46. Switch and 8.
Now Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cowboys, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.